Well, hello, and thanks for watching another episode of News of the Pews, where you can count on unapologetic 2A advocacy. Gun rights are human rights. Are you ready, kids? The NRA just did a thing. That's right, they filed an amicus brief. Maybe someday they'll put their big boy pants on and file their own lawsuit, but to be fair, filing an amicus brief in favor of gun rights is way better than whispering in the president's ear about executive bans. It's also entirely unsurprising that the case they decided to pitch in and file a brief on is a case about protecting the industry. NSSF versus James argues the New York statute allowing the state to sue gun manufacturers violates the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act. Because the NRA has never been a gun rights activist group in the first place. They have always been a trade industry organization. Their mission is to make tons of money and protect the industry. They do this by putting up token resistance to gun control efforts and losing. Because gun control sells guns. The dirty little secret in the gun industry is that Democrats sell guns. That's why owners of arms manufacturers often get caught donating to the blue team. Likewise, the last thing the NRA wants is to win the gun rights fight permanently. They don't want to lose too badly, of course, and they definitely don't want industry partners getting sued, but without the threat of gun control, all that money dries up. But hey, it would be impossible for us to produce quality 2A propaganda without you. That's right, I don't have any sponsors, so I literally could not make this content without your support. So if you are in a comfortable place in life, please consider supporting this channel by purchasing one of these sick t-shirts for just 15 bucks, or by donating at the links down there in the doobly-doo, and right here, of course. Patreon supporters get to see scripts and videos early, as well as private Discord access. If you're not in a comfortable place though, remember, you don't owe anyone else a thing. Please enjoy this 2A propaganda at the price of free $99 and continue to pray for us. Speaking of people who pretend to be on your side but never actually accomplish anything, back in December, Donald Trump's and Pam Bondi's DOJ filed a lawsuit against the District of Columbia's assault weapons ban. Incredibly based and surprising coming from that team, but if it happened back in December, why are we talking about it now? Well, the story's making the rounds again because recently DC moved to dismiss and several control freak groups filed amicus briefs. More notably though, several former DOJ lawyers also filed amicus briefs for the dark side, arguing the civil rights pattern or practice avenue of attack is inappropriate. They argue this tactic has never been used to challenge legislation before, but just because it's never been done doesn't mean it should never be done, and this is precisely the sort of thing I have been advocating for, so I'm here for it. But you know who won't be here for it? Pam Bondi. No, she didn't pass away or anything, but her days as Attorney General are over. President Trump just announced her firing, and while he didn't mention why he gave her the boot, I think it's fair to conclude he's upset over her handling of the Epstein case, not her lukewarm defense of gun rights. For the kids in the back of the class, neither Trump nor Bondi have ever been defenders of gun rights, but in Florida, Pam Bondi defended the bump stock ban, red flag laws, and the carry ban for adults under 21. And as U.S. Attorney General, the only thing of any substance she has done to defend gun rights has been to sue the Los Angeles County Sheriff for slow walking carry permits, while at the same time, her department is aggressively defending the NFA along with every other federal gun law and capricious ATF rule. And no, Trump never gave a wet fart about gun rights either, or he wouldn't have appointed her in the first place. So anybody claiming he fired her over gun rights is a straight crackhead, but that doesn't mean we can't celebrate her departure.
Step into my office! What? Because you're f***ing fired!
And while her replacement, Lee Zeldin, does hail from New York, his voting record in the House of Representatives is pretty solid. Any way you slice it, this is a damn good trade. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office in Florida has arrested a man for selling forced reset triggers. Maybe? The cops don't seem to be quite sure about what he was actually selling. The part we know for sure is that this poor guy named Blow Jackson was arrested and that the charge is selling a bump stock. Problem is, the only available reporting on the story says that bump stocks are also known as force reset triggers. And Jackson's own Give Send Go page says he was charged with selling bump stocks or forced reset triggers, further confusing the issue. Obviously, bump stocks are not also known as forced reset triggers. They are entirely different devices and operate in a totally different manner. More importantly, bump stocks are explicitly banned in Florida, thanks Blondie, but forced reset triggers are not. Now, you know me, I don't care if he was selling belt-fed LMGs to the vagrants behind the Bevmo. Gun rights are human rights, and the state has no authority to infringe upon the right to bear arms. So I'm praying for this man, and I encourage you to donate to his Give Send Go, which I will link down there in the doobly-doo, as is my custom. Well, friends, rounds complete on 2, but before I go, your moment of completion. I love you.